Attempt number
Bleach.
3.
Swear to God, I got like one more attempt left in me.
I think
Shut
we're good
up,
this
mouth.
time. I don't think there's any problems.
Shut the fuck up!
I think. Okay.
Don't make me just relocate you to the outside.
So one more time. Our third attempt here.
Get to the roof.
Bleach, the coveted anime series of the early 2000s, very popular in America, not so much in Japan, but America really got into it.
Really?
Yeah. In Japan, Bleach is considered a lot worse than it is here in America.
Why?
I don't know
They're
why.
just like, not into it.
It performed a lot better here in America than it did in Japan. But they
What?
recently are going to, they're doing a panel where they're going to announce whether or not there could be a spin-off, a possible continuation of the series, or some other thing, maybe a movie. They haven't really said yet.
But the big reason that it could be, it's more than likely something Bleach related, whether mobile game, fucking news as well, or a movie or anything of that fashion, is because Bleach is getting its own panel.
Mm-hmm.
It's got it, instead of like it being like part of something, it's its own thing. And 20 years of Bleach.
Yeah, and it's for their 20th anniversary too, so it's got to be something big. And they made a deal about it. They're like, hey, it's a 20th anniversary. It's getting its own panel, and they're gonna announce something. So it's something big, whatever it is.
Right.
Wait, Bleach is 20 years old?
Yeah.
Naruto is too.
What? Nuh-uh.
That was just recently too, like a couple months ago. Naruto
Oh,
celebrated
fucking
20 years.
two?
But the reason why people are excited is because it could be a possible continuation. Because Bleach, the anime left off early. It didn't complete the series according to the manga, and also the manga got fucked because basically what happened was that this is more so
said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, this is more so the creator's fault. But he would piss off his editors a lot. When he would do his backgrounds, when he would do his scene, his characters, he wouldn't put detail to them near the end because you could tell he was getting fed up. He wasn't really the creativeness wasn't there anymore. He was just kind of done with it. So he'd like leave backgrounds pure white. He'd just do like character models. He was really lazy about everything. They're like, his editors would come and be like, hey, you can't just make your backgrounds pure white. You have to put something into them. And he would basically tell them to fuck off. He's like, no, I'm not doing that.
He said, "Fuck you, I'm Taikubo."
And in the later arcs, his arcs got really repetitive. It was usually like a new enemy comes in, he's got to defeat all 10 enemies to get to whoever the final big bad is, and then rescue whoever needed rescuing. It was a very repetitive formula. So he really pissed off his editors to the point where the magazine said, hey, you've got 10 fucking chapters to finish this, and after that you're done. You get no more space anymore. And so he rushed the ending. It was complete garbage, and it barely made any sense. So the anime could potentially fix this problem. That's why it's such a big deal.
Whether they do like a movie where they like do like flesh out like the fucking last big scene,
Mm-hmm.
or if they do like a war thing.
Yeah, so that's why it's such big hype news right now.
Yep. Fucking rip Bleach though.
Yeah. So hopefully some good news comes out of that. I would love it.
When is that supposed to happen again? When
March
more information
21st.
comes out?
March 21st. So next month. A little after next
You think
month.
I can finish the whole series in a month?
If you skip filler, yes. You could probably cut. If you
What
have
is
to marathon
filler?
the shit out of it, but
Choose
you could
filler.
yeah.
I don't know.
Watch nothing but filler, and then just guess what happens.
Just watch the filler, skip the actual main series, and just guess what happens.
Wonder why he has all these powers. He's
Such a
skipping.
guy then. Are you laughing?
Some
What?
dudes that place
He
another
dead.
dude.
Who?
I,
I didn't hear what you said. What? Who?
who is all dead?
Oh, who's all dead? Gain's dead. Is that it? I think Gin might. Yeah, I think Gin's the only one who actually dies. If I think about it.
Asshole with the eye patch.
He lives. He actually gets a Bankai and everything, surprisingly.
Yeah, he fucking learns the name of his sword finally.
Yeah.
Stupid ass.
And that's another thing that got fucked in the ending is nobody could figure out whether or not that little girl who was always with him was his sword spirit or not. Because as soon as he learned his sword's name, she disappeared and it never explained why. So that was another thing the ending kind of really fucked up on. But to move on to other news, did everybody hear about Blizzard this week?
I actually did not.
Blizzard is in hot shit this week. Hot shit.
Fucking rip Diablo 4.
Shit.
So to catch everybody up, Warcraft 3 Reforged came out. And they merged the old Warcraft 3 with Warcraft 3's
Game of the year.
Get out.
But they merged the old Warcraft 3 with the new Warcraft 3. So basically the games are really tied together. What ended up happening was Warcraft 3 Reforged cut a shit ton of features. So all those features that got cut and reforged were cut from the old game. So whether or not you upgraded to it or not, your old game got fucked either way. Then secondly, the game performs very buggily. It doesn't work very well. And in their terms of service, to bring this up, does everybody know about Dota and how Dota came to be?
And how it came to be.
Yeah,
It was a
Dota.
mod, wasn't
Yes, it was originally a Warcraft 3 mod, and the dude who made it from Warcraft 3. And once it got popular, Valve came to him and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna hire you if you create or help us create Dota 2." And so he went on to make Dota 2 from the old Warcraft 3 mod. Blizzard got pissed off about this and tried to take him to court over it. They lost. They didn't have a case against him. So in Warcraft 3 Reforged's terms of service, it now states that anything, doesn't matter how, where, when, why, if you create it in their custom maps, they own it. No matter what. So that
So if you
So
use
they
their
took
models and
over
all this other stuff-
ownership of Dota 2.
yeah, so like potentially if someone made like another Dota 2 type game out of their custom games, they own it. It doesn't matter. It's not yours.
Oh,
They would
rip.
have done that from the beginning, though. Like,
You live and you
I
learn.
don't know.
Yeah.
I guess fucking so.
So that pissed people off, and the game's just it's really bad.
It's
To
pretty
put it
much here.
simply.
Give us your money to start creating things that we will eventually own.
Yeah. So on the Metacritic, it is now the worst rated game of all
0.8?
time.
Nice.
it? Is
And-
it 0.8 still or is it 0.6?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Like 8?
0.8.
I think wasn't it 0.6? I think it was at 0.6 earlier.
It might be.
It's not even out of 1?
Yeah, it's not even
Nice.
at a 1. And
Fucking
to
rip.
double down on this, the worst game previously was Ghostbusters. People have now gone in and rated that game higher, so that there's no chance that it can be beaten for worst game of all time.
Props.
So
I respect it.
Blizzard is in pretty deep shit right now.
Oh, yeah, and I heard they're not refunding either.
Yeah, they're not refunding. Doesn't matter. And
What?
So what exactly is wrong with
Can
the
they-
game? I know you said
Everything.
it fucks the other one up, but like, what?
It performs bad. They misadvertised because before the game came out, they like showed off this cutscene for a redone scene that's in the game, and that cutscene that they redid is not actually in the game. That was just for the trailer. The trailer uses in-game engine cutscenes, and while this one uses a pre-rendered like actual made cutscene. So
Dude.
they misadvertised, and then in Australia, if you have a complaint against the game, whether it's because they misadvertised, features that were said to be in the game aren't in there, doesn't really matter. If you want a refund, you're supposed to be able to get the refund. It's a consumer right, and it's the law. So somebody in Australia tried to refund the game, and Blizzard said fuck off. So now Australia is about to take Blizzard to court over this, which is the same thing that happened with Fallout 76, and guess who lost? Fallout
Fallout
76 lost.
Australia.
Yeah, the whole fucking all of Australia was like, "Fuck you, eat our fires.
Oh, next time they do anything like this, they're gonna be like, anything you create, we own, and we're not selling anything in Australia anymore.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
done with Australia.
They're gonna
Australia
get
can
digging
go
a
Except-
hole.
So that was the current fire of this week that I really wanted to cover because that's pretty big right now.
Yeah.
People are fucking furious over that. Which, to be fair, I can't
Oh,
speak
yeah.
too much on it because I never played Warcraft 3.
Another thing is too, Doom Eternal, no microtransactions whatsoever.
Oh, yep, they did announce that.
Nothing.
An extra
They
fuck you to
changed that shit
Bethesda.
real quick.
Yep. It could change after launch, but for now it's good. Like,
Oh, you mean like
That's
what
what
they do with
that
every single Call of
progression
Duty?
bar was.
but
Well-
Doom is the game that has to succeed. Like, if Doom fails, they're fucked.
Yeah, I think ID's good though. ID's separate from.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
Yeah, or is it id? I always call
It's
it ID.
id, yeah.
But I think they'll be okay. Even if they put microtransactions in it eventually, I don't really know what they could put in it that could really fuck the game over.
Have like the
Right.
multiplayer.
Well, I guess they could.
Yeah, but
Like
they
if
have.
you want fucking red armor, I don't know.
I mean, they've got the year one pass, which is all story based stuff,
Yeah.
which is surprising because Doom 2016 only had multiplayer expansions.
Which I really like the multiplayer in that. I wish I
I
would
did
played it
too.
more.
I'm kind of I'm kind of upset that it failed. That everyone hated the multiplayer.
I loved it. Because I
Doom?
get into really to the quick reflex type gameplay, and that's
Yeah,
what all Doom was.
Yeah, like the arena shooters, like
Mhm.
that and Halo. It's like,
Yeah, those are my favorite game ones. I don't like the hard scoping and sniping from across. I like the in your face reflex in the moment type
Right.
gunplay.
I do like tactical stuff every once in a while, but like
I enjoy it every once in a while, but for the most part,
mostly in single player,
hmm
like Ghost Recon or something.
oh, there was something else I was just about to bring up with it, and I completely forgot what it was. I'll remember it someday. Does anybody else have anything they heard over the week?
No, just I caught up on Boruto, chapter 42 that we talked about before everybody else got in here.
Why don't you give the podcast your thoughts, just so people watching can.
Well, it was really, really dope. So right now they're fighting this guy named Boro, and he's like a living scientific ninja tool. And if you've never seen Boruto, the scientific ninja tools are like their technology upgrade in Boruto, where like anybody can wield any type of chakra nature and do any sort of like crazy shit. So like if you can't use like lightning style or whatever, you can do lightning jutsus with it. In the anime, Boruto actually used it in the Chunin exams, which is illegal, and they caught it afterwards. But he used Kakashi's purple lightning and fucking beat Gaara's adopted son with it.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember
he
him.
was like creating shuriken with it too. He created like wind specific shuriken that could like turn like 360 fucking degrees at any given moment. And so like they're crazy.
OPS shit.
Yeah. So they're fighting this dude who is his whole body is a scientific ninja tool. And he has like a core heart. And he can like use hand signals to like move his heart around, kind of like Kakuzu would do with his 5 hearts, and he can like move them and make, and they were like, actual other beings and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
And,
basically you had to kill Kakuzu fucking 4 times over to even beat him.
Yeah. And so the cool part that they showed off towards the end was that Sarada learns the Chidori. And she uses it, which is fucking dope. Because a lot of people were wondering if she was even gonna get into
Use
lightning
lightning
style.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
they kind of set it up so Boruto's really the lightning style guy.
Yeah. And Boruto, I don't know, like I know that he like learns more on his karma seal type shit and stuff like that, and like they've pretty much explained like what it is and what it's going to be. It's pretty much he's the vessel for Momoshiki.
Mhm.
So like inside of Boruto is Momoshiki. So he's not technically dead. He's just like he holds him inside of him. It's crazy. It's weird. But
Mhm.
that was chapter 42, which is dope. And they fucking fight this guy named Boro, which they have been for a while. And the only downside to it is you don't learn anything about Boro. You just fucking know that he's there fighting.
Well, that could be cool too because they can set the stage presence for how strong he is and stuff like that before you
Right.
get to learn about him.
And
I
then you
like
get
it
to
when they really make characters intimidating just by them showing up and be like, "Hey, this is what I can do. Fuck you."
Right. And that was it was a huge issue with a lot of people just because they're like, well, we don't have any like connection why we should care about this guy. It's just he's powerful. He's part of Kara. He's fucking OP. He has a moving heart.
The way I
So,
always try to do it is I wait till the character's done before I judge the character itself. It's like, okay, what did they do with him? How does it affect the plot? And then that's when I kind of judge, well, was this character good or not?
right.
Before I start saying stuff like, oh, this character's trash, blah, blah, blah. Just wait until it's finished up. But people always like to jump the gun on that.
Right. Like I can't imagine everybody's first thoughts, and they're like, "Fucking Zabuza, fucking dude with big sword, throws it, kills people. Oh, he's so cool."
Mm-hmm.
Which guy?
Fucking.
Zabuza. From the beginning, the big dude.
But then, like towards the end, everyone's just like, "Okay, this dude's like dope."
This dude fucking stuck
Killing
his shirt
people with his mouth.
Yeah. Fucking both his arms are fucked up. Here, let me stick a kunai in my mouth and just kill an entire army myself. It's fine. I'm
Yeah.
over it.
So we'll see what happens in the next chapter.
What else we got
Okay.
going on?
I don't know if it's recent, but they announced Super Nintendo World will be opening this year in Japan,
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that. Isn't that gonna be like
right before the Olympics. It's supposed to open.
Oh, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
money.
That'll be big.
Fucking money, dude. They're gonna
Yeah,
bank.
that's a good way to fucking be like, hey,
Hey, while you're
Also
here
go here.
enjoying the Olympics, why don't you come over to our brand new Super Nintendo amusement land?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Combat Evolved flights are beginning in February.
What is?
So Combat Evolved, the beta testing for that is going out in February.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
That'll be exciting.
I saw one thing. It was like if more people would watch the Olympics if there was an average person there competing with all the gold, like all the actual Olympians. Like, yeah, this dude just learned how to do curling 5 minutes ago. We'll see how he does.
For me, it's always just been it's just sports, and I've never gotten into watching sports.
Yeah, sports ball.
They should all have like teams and have one average person on each team, and they all gotta like carry them and get frustrated as fuck.
No, not
Stop,
even
this
that.
dude sucks
No.
dick.
It's just somebody there for scale. But
Your
I
reference.
think
I'll be back.
that
Yeah,
this
exactly.
year, more people are gonna watch the Olympics than ever before, just because of the anime presence.
I was just about to say, fucking Goku and Naruto are hosting the Olympics this year. It's
Mhm.
gonna be big for the weebs.
The opening ceremony, dude, is gonna be so sick. Like I can't wait to watch it because I'm like, what are they gonna incorporate?
Yeah.
That's like Dragon Ball.
That's the thing too, is
Naruto,
Japan
One
is just
Piece.
kind of crazy, and they just kind of do whatever they want. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they do all this.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's gonna be, I don't know, it's going to be good because it's Japan and they do good, except for some things, but they do
They
good.
do good.
this thing about Japan, they're completely xenophobic. They're not very they don't communicate with other countries very well and stuff like that. But they work their asses off. Like people who work in anime and manga work like 16 to 18-hour days every day.
No, thank you.
They're fucking ridiculous over there. What they work on, they fucking work on. Like I remember the dude who made Naruto gave an interview once, and they're like, "How does your normal day go?" He's like, "Well, I usually sit at this desk for about 18 hours. I sleep for about 4 hours. I wake up, I go for a walk, I grab something to eat, and then I go back to work." It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, how are you alive?
Atari making fucking
Oh, hotels.
hotels,
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
esports hotels
Are those gonna be in
Yeah.
Japan or are those gonna be somewhere else?
here.
Oh, are they gonna be
They
here?
start mid 2020. They're starting in Phoenix. They're
I
gonna
was
have
gonna
one.
say Japan has some crazy ass hotels, so
Um,
if it was in Japan, those would be weird.
Well, the first one's gonna be opened up in Phoenix. Then they're doing Chicago, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and San Francisco.
Huh. I wish they'd do some over here.
I was about to say where everybody goes,
Yeah.
not
Well, our closest one will be Chicago.
I
but-
mean, to be fair, if you're gonna open up hotels, you should do it over there, just because that's where everybody goes when they want to go somewhere.
majority of everyone who lives in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also hear about Plague Incorporated.
how it got a surge
Yeah,
play because of the
Oh,
coronavirus.
because
yeah, and they had to remind players it's just a game.
it's, people play it like it's an actual fucking simulation.
Yeah, like
Fuck.
there was something else I was gonna bring up too. The Wiz Khalifa music video for Sonic. Did you guys see that? It's the
The
dumbest thing. Wiz Khalifa's music video for Sonic.
No.
hey.
This is the dumbest fucking music video I ever watched in my life. And I watched it because it was like Sonic, and I was like, this is so dumb.
I'm super excited for my birthday party.
There's a Assassin's Creed reference in an achievement.
Is it? What is it?
The Resquiat and Passet.
Oh, Skidace, or
Requiescat and Pache.
Yeah, for the assassinations.
yeah, whatever Ezio whispers sweetly into
Yeah.
someone's ear when he kills them.
Yeah,
Requiescat che pace.
I just got it. Like,
Just
You know,
means
like,
balls are
The
very
last
sweaty.
thing they get is a boner.
I feel like Assassin's Creed would be brought up in every single podcast in some way.
Well, Assassin's
Stop
Creed,
bringing it
whether you like it or not, it's a big series.
It's always relevant. Like,
Yeah.
It's always
You know what else is
relevant because there's a game every fucking like
Dark
2
Souls.
years.
That is true,
Dark
Justin.
Souls is always relevant.
Dark Souls is
What?
just as relevant as Assassin's Creed.
16 kills, motherfucker. I just got 2 guys out of the air. They're just jumping, and I just double killed them.
If Bloodborne does come to PC, we're all gonna have to play it. Like, no one has a
Yeah,
I
choice
agree.
here.
I'll play it again. at
I've
that
already
point.
said I will. Like, I'm gonna get Horizon if it comes out too. I'll get any PlayStation game that comes to PC.
I
Let's
might
put it that
get
way.
Horizon. I'm not sure, though.
I'm getting Death Stranding for sure.
See,
I
Death
haven't played
Stranding,
it.
I think I would watch on YouTube. I don't think I would actually buy that. I'd either watch on
Yeah.
YouTube or I'd rent it. I don't think I would.
Get it when
Unless,
it's super cheap.
yeah, or it's super cheap. I'd buy it super cheap. Same with like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I'd buy that super cheap or rent it, but I never buy it for like.
It's
It's
just the
not
same
worth.
game,
It's the
just-
same fucking game as Xenoverse. The
Yeah,
same combat system. Like
exactly. It's the same combat system. It's the same story. It's just it's not worth paying a lot of money for. I think it'd be fun. I think I'd enjoy my time with it, but
the only thing. I mean, it was the same thing too when Xenoverse 2 came out. It was like copy pasted, but the only thing Xenoverse 2 did right was they added like better transformations.
yeah, I think
And-
Xenoverse 2 improved enough to where it was worth a bit more money. I think $60 is still too high, but like $40 I think would have been a fine
Yeah.
price for Xenoverse 2.
But I think if they were gonna go a game like that, they should have just ended up making it like you buy one game. They should have just stuck with Xenoverse,
And
And
they
just
just like upgraded it.
updated the fuck out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Didn't
probably
change
make more
graphically.
sense. Yeah.
Oh. Also, Halo Reach got an update for. So it got a new game mode.
What's the game mode?
It's Halo Reach. I think it's the anniversary, so it's like all the combat evolved mechanics.
Oh, yep. I think they
So
had that
the-
in the Xbox version. That was fun.
Yeah. So the AR and the Magnum.
Oh
It,
yeah.
it just feels like Halo 1.
Halo 1 will be fun when that comes out.
I'm mostly looking forward to Halo 3. Just for the multiplayer.
For me, like, it goes Reach, then the campaign for 1. Reach is my favorite overall game. Campaign for 1 is what I remember most, then campaign for 2. 3 is my least favorite, but only because I came to it late and it was the one I least played.
Right. I'm mostly looking forward to Halo 4's campaign, just because I've never finished it.
I like 4. A lot of people hate 4 and 5, but I enjoy 4 and 5. I'm not going to say that.
They say 5's not coming to PC, but I still don't believe them.
Yeah, I think it'll come to PC, especially if this performs well. I think it'll come to PC.
Yeah, because Infinite's gonna be here, and I can't fucking wait.
That is gonna be big when Infinite comes out. Oh, Final Fantasy VII just released its new trailer, and Jesus Christ, was it a good trailer? Oh boy, am I excited for that. I think that's my biggest excitement of the year is going to be Final Fantasy VII.
Didn't I look that up last time? That's a PS4 exclusive, right?
For
No,
a bit.
Yeah, it's got a timed exclusive. It'll come out like a year ago, or a year ago.
It'll come out a
It'll
year
come out a
before.
year ago.
When it comes to PC, I'll play it.
You should play it when it comes out.
Well, I would rather play it on PC.
Nobody cares. Play it when it comes out.
I care.
I gotta pee.
I care.
Talk without me. I should probably stop. Does anybody have any more news they want to bring up, or should I just stop recording? Okay, I'm just gonna stop recording.
Yeah, let's just stop.
Thanks for listening, and hopefully you'll catch us next week. If you liked what you saw or listened to, then go ahead, subscribe, like the video, and see you next time.